Another frustrating draw again today. How do you play?
It was indeed frustrating, honestly, because Fenerbahçe was a team for us to beat. You get it? It was frustrating. We can't keep drawing all our games. This Fenerbahçe side, I promise you, they are beatable. They can't play football. They cannot play football. You know, before the game started, I was seeing the names on paper. Man, you see this guy, oh, he plays here now. Hey, he plays here now. So you were thinking Fenerbahçe is going to run us down because, you know, knowing how we play. All of a sudden, game starts and then Fenerbahçe are just so boring. Manchester United didn't start the game on the front foot. You get it? We need to start the game on the front foot in games like this. Stop entertaining all this type of poor performances. Your opponent is not ready to play. Take them on and score. That was why Brentford scored us first, because there's a way we start our game, you know, that lackluster, complacent way of doing something. Fenerbahçe was, you know, pedestrian. Anyway.
All right, so let's talk about your defense today. How do your defense play today, considering the fact they considered one goal, unnecessary goal today?
Well, that goal was down to Lindelof. It was down to Lindelof because, trust me, the ball was coming. You are supposed to see the ball. Martinez is behind you. You are tracking the ball. Martinez is tracking the player. You ought to get to the ball because Martinez has gotten a man. Then you miss the ball. Like, it's so silly. And actually didn't even struggle to get the goal. It was a free header for him. You get it? Lindelof, well, he's been like that. 10 years, close to 10 years at Manchester United, he still does not know how to defend the ball with his head.
Mazuri too was integrated into the midfield today in place of Bruno, and playing there was quite strange to me. How do you see it?
Well, before the game started, Ten Hag already said he was going to be playing in number 10 position because he was familiar. You know, he is familiar with Mazuri, and he knows very well that the guy is very good on the ball and he can play an advanced position. But my only question is that the best thing Ten Hag can do in that situation? Like, even if there's going to be a tactical tweak, is it compulsory that Mazuri is going to play the number 10 position? Like, you're not playing Derby County. You're not playing Carabao Cup. You're playing for a valid 3 points in Europe. You should go there with your best tactics, not all this try and error thing.
I can't go push Eriksen upward.
Exactly, push everything upward, Pierre Casemiro and Ugarte, and then play Mazuri in his right position, and the game gets balanced, and then you get goals. We wasted 45 minutes trying nonsense. Ziggy is not somebody you can rely on for goals. Creativity, a little bit, but then it was a wasted 45 minutes.
And Rashford's game today?
Rashford game, well, this was Rashford, the complacent, not ready to associate himself with the game Rashford. That was what we got today again. I was already saying, oh, Rashford is back with the way he played Brentford, and then he took 2 steps backward into this game. It's just crazy. That boy is crazy. You cannot really say Rashford is good anymore because he makes you hail him tomorrow, then the next day,
on and off, on and off.
Yes, on and off. It's crazy. You are 26. You are the peak of your football. You've got more than close to 10 years Premier League experience, and then this is what you're still doing. No, come on. He is there already. You're a big boy in the game. When you're on the ball, they should know. Without the ball, they should see the leadership. You're the most senior Manchester United player on that pitch, and yet you're the one playing like that. That's what is a disappointment. It's a big disappointment, honestly.
And Onana saved you guys a pivot. If not for Onana today, maybe this would have been a loss.
Currently in the world of football, there's no showstopper as good as Onana. Yes. Currently in the world of football, he's topping the chart in clean sheets in the Premier League. Come to the Premier League and see what this guy is doing. Come to Europe. See, Onana is excellent. It's not just a save. It's 2 successive saves within a second from the same player. The first time he put the ball in one place, Onana saved it. Second time he tried another way, another pole, Onana saved it. Onana, it's on top. It's on top. Onana is on top. We were, lashing at him when he was doing the nonsense, but now he's got his game, he's got his confidence, and he's making the save. So thumbs up. That boy is good.
What happened to Ten Hag today? Because I thought he was going to sub, or he was going to use Højlund instead of your number 9.5 or whatever you guys call it.
See, like I said, I think Ten Hag is trying to, he's overcompensating for the bullshit signing that Ziggy is. Yes, that's why he's playing him in games like this.
So he's a mismatch.
As it stands, we don't know what the future holds, but as it stands, it's a waste of space. Ziggy is a waste of space because creatively, nothing much. Goal scoring, no. So this is a big team. We cannot have those type of players that are not defined. You have to know your role and play it perfectly. We don't know what he does best. So honestly, Ten Hag is just trying to compensate for the money he spent on Ziggy. Ziggy should not be starting games.
And it's costing Manchester United.
It's costing us because that was a wasted 45 minutes. 45 minutes that Højlund would have come in and then get a goal. The draw is there now. 3 points. we could have won 20. We lost it. 2 goals against Porto. We've led in all 3 games that we drew. Do you know? I just realized that now. All 3 games we drew in Europe, we've led, and then we came out of that game with 1 point. It's crazy.
And who is to blame? Ten Hag, of course.
Well, I mean, Ten Hag is the common denominator. He's the one that is, setting the teams up to go and play. So he is the person that we're going to put the blame on. Yes, whether he likes it or not, he can come out and say, okay, I said this person should do this, I said that person should do this, like the goal that Rashford missed. I mean, of course, we can't bring it down to the manager, but the whole blame is going to be on you because they are playing your structure. Whoever is on that pitch is representing your trust. So, well, for me, I would say that our boys lack that discipline. You get it? They lack the discipline to play. They lack the discipline to be consistent. Look at that second half performance versus what's the name of this guy? Brentford. You could see they came immediately from the dressing room and then they started to go. All of a sudden, they started Fenerbahçe game the way they started Brentford game again. No, you get it. I know Ten Hag made a mistake from not getting the right players in for the real tempo. That's why he subbed what's the name of this guy? Anthony in. And Anthony came later and then the injury happened. Unfortunately for him.
And such a huge concerns about Anthony injury.
Well, Anthony has not been lucky. This season he has not been lucky because see, he had crisis into last season, his girlfriend and everything, and then this season he's trying to find his feet. Injury is the last thing he needs. Honestly, injury is the last thing he needs. You could see he had his hand covering his face because he knows this is a huge setback. Having to be in the medicals, work on your fitness again, then work on how to, integrate again. So it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Sometimes football just gives you what you don't deserve, but it is. Life is not fair.
So what's your final thought?
Final thought is stop starting the game slow. Stop starting the game in a complacent manner. Stop compensating for your nonsensical way of starting the game by playing low minutes with high tempo. The moment Manchester United see that, okay, they are within minutes of losing the game, they wake up. Why? Why not kill the game at the beginning? What's wrong with scoring in the first 20 minutes of the game? This is what we need to do right. We need to wake up and score as early as we can. We cannot keep entertaining, every single game we play, we always start it slow, come into the game slow, and allow the opponent to come into the game, and then it becomes a tie. No, we are the big team. We are the one that should go and attack them, get our goal before the game begins. That is where we need to work. That's what Ten Hag needs to work on. The early minutes of the game, that first 20 minutes is very crucial. Very, very crucial. Once you are able to tame that first 20 minutes, you get the control, you get the maximum results.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks.